everyone, this is Amogh from Recruiterflow and welcome to this month's product updates. So we've got a big month, we've got a long list, mainly concerned about improving your workflows, adding more customization in Recruiterflow. So I'm not going to take too much time here and jump straight in. Let's get started. Okay, so jobs has been your core feature in Recruiterflow, right? Like you've been using jobs to add in your assignments, move candidates through different job stages. That's the core part of Recruiterflow. However, when you were navigating jobs, especially in the Kanban view, you had very limited options to understand what information you want to see on the candidate cards in the Kanban, right? Like as you see right now on the screen, I have just the name, maybe when they were added, a little bit of candidate highlights, but we wanted to give you more customization, more power to kind of customize this particular view and select what you want to see on the candidate cards in the Kanban view. That's what we've done this month. So you can now customize your Kanban cards just by heading to jobs. First, ensure you're in the Kanban view. You can switch over here and then just click on this customize Kanban view button. And then you see there's a new window on the left side. You can select what fields you want to add. For instance, I'm just going to add some fields and you can add up to 8 fields to be honest. So let's just add in more fields. On the right side, you can see the preview. You can also add some custom fields. For instance, I'm just going to add some more over here. Yep, that's the limit. And on the right side, you can see how it looks. This is the preview. You can even tweak the size of the card. So right now it's small. If I want to make it a little bigger, I can choose medium. Or if I want to make it grand, I can choose large as well. So let me stick with medium right now and just click on save. And voila, your candidate card is completely revamped. Whatever key information you need about your candidates for a particular job, you can just attach it on the Kanban card and without clicking onto the provision. That's about Kanban customization. Now, moving on to the next update. You like custom fields, right? They're so flexible. It gives you the ability to record some very critical, unique information to your processes, your agency, your jobs. But if you're a growing agency, you tend to see that custom fields can become very messy and cluttered, and it's very difficult to navigate. But now we have brought in a solution wherein you can neatly organize all your custom fields and make it a little tidier. So right now, you had all your custom fields like this. They were not really categorized, but now you can categorize your custom fields. So if you have been going to our settings page lately, you'll see that there is a new category called uncategorized. That's your default category if you have not set up a category for yourself. So initially, this is how it looked, all your custom fields everywhere. But now if you're creating a category, for instance, if I go to candidate custom fields now, I see that I have created a lot of categories for my custom fields. I can simply click on this drop down and see how my custom fields are categorized. And let's say you want to create a new custom field category. Just click on new field type. Let's give it a name. Just the status, field type, single select. I'm just going to add some random data. And then in field category, let's say I just want to create a new category. I typed it, create visa, and then click on save. So you see this on top over here. If you want to move it, you can even drag and drop it somewhere else. And this is how it's set up in the settings page. But if you go to candidates page, let me open up a profile. So I have my custom fields on the left side and you see the category is mentioned over here. I have my role preferences, experience details. So it's organized so that you don't really have to navigate and find what you want to really look for. And of course, you also have the search option wherein now you can also search based on your category name. Yeah, that's about custom fields and categorization of custom fields rather. You can go ahead, set it up for yourself and see how it looks on your profiles, especially if you're using a lot of custom fields. Let us know what you think about it and let us know if you have any feedback. Now, the next update. Now, this is very crucial, right? As a recruiting agency, you know that signals matter a lot. You do a lot of execution and you need a way to understand how you're progressing. Especially for high performing teams, you need a lot of visibility on your progress, how your recruiters are performing, how your sales team is performing, how you as an organization is performing. And usually this is done via reporting, but most reporting come with system metrics. There's no way for you to understand and play around with your own metrics or own value that you want to track. That is Recruiterflow. So I suggest you quickly head to Recruiterflow BI. If you have not been using Recruiterflow BI, start doing it right away because it's way more powerful. And once you're on this page, you'll see this new icon called Custom Metrics. Just click on that. So over here, I have already created some custom metrics for my account, but you might see an empty page. So if that's the scenario, I suggest you click on new metric over here. You'll be taken to a new page wherein you'll be asked to define your metric, add a description, and define the formula as well. I'll walk you around this. So let's say I want to add a metric called average revenue per hire, and this gives me recruiter revenue for every hire. And on the right side where you have the formula, you can see that we have all these metrics. So since I want revenue, I'm just going to search for it over here. Click revenue, and I have these 5 mathematical operators. Very simple to understand. You can either add, subtract, multiply, divide, or create percentages. So in this scenario, since I want revenue per hire, I'm going to choose divide. And in this next metric, I'm going to just select candidate hired. So this is done now. Now I have everything set up. I have to just click on save, and you will see that the metric is created. Now the next question, where do you use this, right? So if you've been using your advanced reports, so I suggest you create a new one. Now let's say I want to measure my average revenue per hire for all my users. I'm going to do that. Then just search for that average revenue per hire. That's there. I'll give it a timeline as well, just to make it look a little more rich. Give it a and vertical bar. Voila, that's it. That's what you're seeing right now. This is my average revenue per recruiter across my entire team. So there's Ambri, there's me, there's Adam, there's Jayvant. You can see that Ambri and Adam are performing great, whereas rather me and Jayvant, we are lagging behind. So this gives you crystal clear visibility, gives you the freedom to set up your own metrics, set up your own way to measure performance. Very, very powerful, and I highly, highly recommend that you go ahead and create this. One interesting fact is that you can also use numbers in your custom metrics. For instance, I have this fill rate velocity created, wherein I'm trying to measure how many roles are being filled by my recruiters so that I can use it for my capacity planning. I can also show you an example of how this looks on a report. So if I open up this, you can see there's me and Jayvant, and this is our fill rate velocity, which shows that I'm able to place 8 candidates per month, whereas Jayvant is able to place 7 candidates per month. Gives you crystal clear idea of how many people you need on your team if you have a lot of jobs to fill. So this was about custom metrics. Very, very powerful. Let us know what you think, and if you need any help setting them up, reach out to us. Now, moving on to the next one. If you're a recruiting manager, you know that closing jobs faster is one of your key metrics, right? But how do you identify where are jobs lagging behind? It's very difficult for you to do it unless you're using your job status, right? For instance, in this scenario, I have a job status called needs attention that is being tagged for any job where they are getting slowed down for me as a manager to jump in and improve the time to hire. But it's very difficult to understand how long they've been in that stage. But now you can do that using a report, which is your days in status report. You can see it over here. This is the default view. You might not see any data, but let's say I change my time duration over here and make it this year. Voila, you can see that I have some jobs which are in needs attention. Account executive over here, 29 days it's been in needs attention. It actually needs attention. I need to jump in and make sure that it gets closed down faster. At the same time, high priority jobs, you can see that they are 9 days in the pipeline over here. And as soon as you identify where are your jobs slowing down, you can jump in, clear the roadblocks, and thereby improve your time to hire. Now, this is just one way. There's this report, but we also wanted to give this information and make it very handy. So you can also see it in your jobs right now. So assistant sales manager, If you see this clock icon over here, it tells you that it's been in this job status since 25th May 2025. So what are you doing? You need to jump in, move the job closer, or just improve the time to hire over here. And at the same time, if you're somebody who are using the tabular format of jobs, you will also see it as a column over here. This is primarily visible for you for open jobs only. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense to see the time to, the days in status for your closed jobs. So this was pretty much everything about your days in status report and the metric. So I believe this is going to be super crucial for managers to understand where are jobs slowing down, how can you improve time to hire and time to fill. So go ahead, keep this metric handy, see how their jobs are progressing, whether they need help. Now, last but not the least, for this month, we have a May. So this is the candidates page. You absolutely loved it, how powerful it is. And you were asking for this particular design to be brought into other sectors of Recruiterflow as well. And we've done that. Now you have the same design available on your contacts page as well. So you see all the powerful features. You have your segments on top. You can pin them over here. You can just navigate between these segments. You have your search, your quick filters, the entire power of advanced search just sitting in this over here. Slice and dice data, add filters, create segments, use them in your recipes, everything. And not just that, you have your inline data changes as well. For instance, over here, Michael Smith, let me change his location. I'm just adding New York, done, and then click on save. You see New York gets added. As simple, your major design revamp from candidates page now available on contacts page. This will ensure that you run your contacts much more smoothly, and we'll soon be coming up with the same design revamp on other pages as well, especially jobs and deals. Let us know what you want to prioritize first. These have been the major updates, but there are other minor updates as well, which are going to be super crucial, especially around recipes. And if you've been using the LinkedIn integration, I'll add all these updates in a blog article and attach it in the description of this video. Go ahead and check it out. It's going to be super helpful for you guys. And if you need any assistance, any questions, any feedback, please reach out to us. We are always there to help you out. Until next time, see you.